them for. I'm gonna teach you record skip today. So, to understand record skip, there are a couple different ways people do it. There's one good way, and there's one very bad but fast way. So, the basics of this trick are that there is a frame before Mario gets pushed away by the boo when you land next to this chest. You can see it because of the exclamation point that I have showing up sometimes. So that's the basic of this, is that you want to get that exclamation point to show up, and you want to press the A button one frame before landing. Because that's how you open the chest. So you might notice that this dude is in the way, and he's very pushy about it. We can get pushy too. So the normal way that people do this, usually in runs, is that they will use bomb pushing to get him to move out of the way a little bit. This helps because it means the angle that you have to hold in order to get the exclamation point to pop up is a little more lenient. It is near angle perfect, and it is frame perfect to get this. So if you use bomb pushes, which I'll explain in a minute, to get him to move a bit, then your angle is like a lot less strict on where you can be. So what is a bomb push? So Bombette has this weird, funky bonus feature that nobody really understands, that when you use her ability, and while she's landing, there's a single frame where you can push NPCs by moving into them. And the fastest... You can do it by any type of movement, but the fastest way is by using Speedy Spin and spinning into them. Like so. Try to see if you can spot it. See that little, like, pixel-ish worth of movement? So that's a bomb push. Pushing him off to the side a little bit, you can see he's obscuring significantly less of the chest. There's more spots, basically, that you can land and have your one-frame input to open it. So let's go ahead and show you what this looks like in action really quick. The way we set it up mostly is that we hammer in a very specific spot and then hold up left notch. We go to this spot, more or less, because it is the spot where holding just straight up left on your controller works, and it helps a little bit with the angle perfect nature of the trick. So you can do this without pushing, and I'm going to show that now, if I can. It's very difficult, being angle and frame perfect. You can see I'm usually not getting the exclamation point. That time was a missed... Or that, if you talk to him, it's because you pressed A too late the second time. So that's zero push, and you can see how long that took me. That's generally why people don't go for that. The normal method of doing this is to bomb push him 2 or 3 times and then go for it in the corner. So, the frame where Mario can push enemies is roughly when Bombette touches Mario's hat while falling. See if you can spot that cue right here. See? I spun like right when Bombette touched Mario, more or less. And both of those pushes worked. You can see he moved a little bit. The efficacy of your bomb pushes depends on the speed you're moving and the angle at which you're moving into them. The closer you are, or the closer that Mario and the NPC's center masses are lined up, determines, in part, how far you push them. So you want to make sure that you're lined up, like this, or like maybe a little up. If you can walk into the NPC for more than a second before getting shoved off to the side, like that, or maybe more than half a second, that's a good indicator that that's a good spot to bomb push from. So I'm going to do this from the start. I will treat this like I would in a run. I'm going to put Bombette down, line up, push, put Bombette down, line up, push. I'll do a third one, put her down, line up, push. You can see he moved on all 3 of those attempts. And the place you want to line up is pretty much... See Mario's shadow along with that pattern on the ground? You want the top of Mario's shadow to just, like, barely be touching the corner of that pattern on the floor. It's like right there. It's okay if you're not in the exact position. If you aren't, you can always account for that by... you can always account for that by holding a slightly different angle on your controller. If you're too low, you want to hold more up. If you're too high, you want to hold more right. I would advise not straying too far from that position exactly. Let me go ahead and show you the whole thing. Just like that. Alright, so, thank you for watching. This was Record Skip.